Good morning, everyone. Hello from Singapore. It's pretty hazy out here. I hope you guys are doing fine in Georgetown. I know Malaysia got hit by a lot of haze this year as well, and we've all been struggling with that too in Singapore. My apologies to start with. I could not make it to this event in person. I had to make a trip to Mountain View and Seattle to take care of some personal errands. So I'm joining you via this video chat that I thought I'll record and would be a good opportunity to say hello to all of you. My name is Amit Chopra, and I'm the regional lead for Singapore, Malaysia, and Philippines for the developer relations team. I've spent about 2 years now at Google, and prior to that, I was working with Microsoft building Visual Studio product as well as a number of other products. Our team um, generally works across the globe, and the focus is to help you build successful startups and businesses and applications using Google technologies, which is the core of what we do. And a lot of what my team actually works on is generally handled and taken care of by community, our lovely community managers across the world, about 600 chapters, and they spend a lot of time working closely with developers on the ground and helping them be aware of the latest tools, trends that are happening on the Google developer platform. We also focus on things like Women Tech Maker. We want to make sure we have a very diverse and inclusive set of people in all of our events so that everybody can share and learn things from each other. We also run the Google Business Groups. We have a very active community in Southeast Asia that helps you understand the business side of technology. In the sense, you're all technical geeks. You can write a lot of code, but you may need help understanding how should I understand how people are using my apps. What kind of analytics is available. So the Google Business Groups do a fantastic job in helping out developers understand how to make money, successful money from the applications that they have. Our team also uh, signs up for Google Developer Experts. These are people who have demonstrated exceptional competency in a certain technology area, about 15 or so technology areas that we have. And a lot of them then go out and talk to you, talk to customers, talk about technology, and kind of can maintain a very technical, in-depth relationship with developers on the ground. So as always, I'm always looking out for people who feel that they'll fit the caliber of what it takes to be a GDE. Do talk to your GDG managers, and if you're interested, they can help make the connection with me, and I can take the process from there on. So the Google Developer Platform is, fairly extensive. A lot of things have been added over the years, especially of late. We have seen a lot of push and adoption for the Google Cloud Platform, Firebase, among other things that you have been using like Android, Chromecast, Chrome, YouTube API, Map APIs. You can basically build anything that you want today and very, very easily, very quickly, and then host it on the Google Cloud Platform and have it run almost practically on the same infrastructure and resources where the rest of Google services are running. So that's extremely useful and beneficial for developers. So our team spends a lot of time educating developers on how best to use these APIs. What are the new APIs available? How do we make sure that you are learning the right skills in the process, the best practices, for example, across this diverse set of APIs? So today also at your DevFest, you'll hear a couple of talks, in-depth technical talks. You'll probably have a couple of code labs as well that you should be able to use effectively, and then also practice some of the things that we talk about. This is a great time to be a developer. Trust me, having been in the industry for almost 2 decades, where shipping software was actually shipping software. You would put it on a floppy disk, put it in a mailer, make sure it's bubble wrapped so it doesn't break when you're shipping it, and send it out to your customer. They get it in a few days, only to find out that the floppy is not working. Done that many times. But today things are different. You create your app, you upload it to one of your favorite stores, and your customers have phones available across the globe. have to actually ship nothing. You don't need any infrastructure. You can host your applications on the Google Cloud platform. So make the best of this opportunity that's available to this generation, and focus on building great applications that are solving some really interesting problems. Stay focused on that. This is what I tell a lot of people, that the opportunity is there. Look at the problems around you, and then focus on building things that you can solve using technology. Technology is moving pretty fast. Just last year we were talking about the Android lollipop and material design, and this year we are evangelizing and educating people on the Android M platform and all the benefits of what you get as you get Marshmallow on your devices. A phenomenally nice security model that makes sure your customers love the trust model that we have, as well as significant changes to improve battery life. But as a developer, you really need to think hard on how best you can use some of these features. So do spend a lot of time learning about Android M and make sure your apps are tested and they work really nice on that. Material design has seen a lot of adoption, so I'm hoping you can continue to improve your apps and see some real benefits of using material design. Um, think about form factors designed for desktops, phones, tablets. Uh, Never lose sight of quality. I think that's the key thing. Always tell developers that I work with, getting those 3 stars or 4 stars has an important impact on your business. So keep looking out for what people are telling you, and the best way to improve your product or build something new is actually just listening to your customers. Nothing better than that. And as things become interesting, you'll start thinking about how your app works on the desktop, on the mobile, on your tablet, on television, wearables, in car. So endless opportunities. Internet of Things, for example, is going to be very fascinating for the next couple of years. A lot of us in the emerging markets, developing markets here in Southeast Asia, will have a huge advantage points of being able to use some of this technology very rapidly in the solutions that we are thinking. So once you have thought of a problem, I think one of the things to look at, as one of the things we tell developers is focus on performance. In Southeast Asia, especially, there's a lot of talk about data being expensive, being intermittently available. So it's actually a very good idea to keep some of those best practices in mind and find every opportunity to learn how best you can actually build your applications to make them more efficient on low-end devices or constrained environments. Last year, we also spent a lot of time working with Udacity, tons of great courses, about 15 of them across a spectrum of expertise. So you could be a beginner to an expert, and you will actually find something there. Most courses on Udacity are actually free to learn, so you don't have to spend anything, learn at your own pace. Or you could also go for something more credible, like a nano degree, where you spend a good 6 to 7, maybe 8 months learning a lot about the platform, and at the end, you get a nano degree. There's actually a meetup for the nano degree people who got nano degree happening in Mountain View at the Google headquarters in the coming months as well. So you'll see a lot of industry adoption, recognition of that. The other thing we spent a lot of time talking about over this year, especially starting I/O, has been Firebase. It's a phenomenal technology given what people are expecting today in terms of the real-time nature of application. Firebase simply takes the pain away from all the nitty-gritties and plumbing that you had to worry about. So spend some time learning about Firebase as well. We'll also be, making testing easier through things like the Cloud Test Lab, which will be available through the Google Play console. You just upload your APK, pick your devices, and we'll actually run them on real physical hardware, and give you video recordings, logs of what worked and what actually did not work. So stay tuned for some of those things. And most importantly, I would recommend that all of you sign up for Launchpad. Just Google Launchpad. You'll have a simple sign up link. Fill it up. Go through the details. There's no obligation. We don't expect anything from you except a great app. But in the process, you get a lot of credits for Google resources, services, ads, Firebase Cloud, and even some of the third-party benefits. So that's a great way to stay in touch with Google and continuously know about what's happening, what's new coming in, and all the benefits and perks that go with it. So I won't hold you back. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Do spend a lot of time learning new technologies and just enjoy what you're doing. Thank you very much. Bye bye.